Alright, hello, and welcome to video number 18 of the 3DS remake of Etrian Odyssey 2.
Oh, welcome back.
Last time, finished up, I think, all of the side quests, other such optional stuff for this part of the game.
Sorry, all cleared out. What do you got for me?
Still got
What'll
that
it
one.
be? Don't be a stranger.
But I don't think, gotta wait for the game to consider that one done. I think.
Oh, you.
Okay, we got the advertisement set up.
Anything else you need? City development, huh? City development, huh? City development, huh?
Really, game? Why not?
Let's hear it. Well, okay. City development, huh? Doing good. Sure. Let's hear it. Then let's start. Later.
Yeah, much. So while I wait for that to get done, pretty much on to the next part of the game. Get the optional get in Guga Gap, however you pronounce that word. So
Yes.
oh, not these guys again.
Father, Son, and Mother Moon,
Eagle people or
bless the earthbound people with the gift of new life.
yeah, I was gonna say, don't make me go all the way back there now. I haven't even done anything up here. Oh goody, just like some of those spots on the first 5 floors. The auto mapping for the borders doesn't work a lot of times. So you gotta do it by hand. But as I found out in previous playthroughs, if you're gonna mark a black line signifying border, make sure that there actually is a border there, otherwise you get nearly done with the floor trying to find your way to that final stretch, looking at the map you made and seeing the border that's not supposed to be there but somehow is, and like, okay, how do I get over there now? Yeah, I don't even know why they have that auto option if it doesn't work when it's like it's supposed to. What is this? Seriously, what is this? The NES original of the first Final Fantasy game? Final glitch fantasy, it doesn't work like it's supposed to? Anyway, that having been said, course, this whole 5-floor strat has a little bit of a gimmick in that you make your way up to the 20th floor along the outer borders. Then once you get to the 20th floor, you make your way back down to the 16th floor, somewhere near the middle. And then you make your way back up to the 20th floor in the middle of the... So you're going up, up, down, back up again to get to the boss. Kind of annoying after a while, but... That's another one of them. Why do you even bother? Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, just like when I made the videos for the first 5 floors, this is going to make the video take longer having to stop and do the outlining by hand since the game doesn't do it on its own in most places. New enemies. Okay, that's why. Here we go with that again. Loop, loop. Dead end on both sides. Another door. Oh, back where I started from. Just made a complete, well, not really a circle, but complete loop. That's what I thought. this. Okay. Nothing over there, right? Well, there's that chest over there, but nope. Dang it, wrong option. Oh, poo-poo. What? Whatever that is. Sure that. Why does it? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, I'm just gonna stand here and look at it. Of course I'm gonna open it. Why do you even need to bother asking? Eh. Oh, this spot, yeah, okay. Get an item from this, and I think for even attempted bestiary completion, I think the enemy you get here isn't seen anywhere else in the game. At least I don't think so. Okay, maybe not. Maybe wrong about the rare enemy bit, but yeah, okay, never mind. These. Okay, so I was wrong about the rare enemies. You do get an item for this. Okay. Wasp? Blind in Texas? No. Really? You really are slow learners, aren't you? Well, here, as a reward for your annoyance, have a little fire. Oh, just one of those. Okay. Yeah. More recipes. Oh, goody. Of course, you probably won't have all of the ingredients to make those food recipes until you get to like the 20th floor and start fighting some of the enemies up there. end there. Alright. Oh, it's one of those spots. Okay. Have it your way. Okay, just a chest. Of course. What the hell is it? Oh, okay, I guess it does kind of resemble a bird's nest. At least they actually show it this time. Most of these scenario squares like this, they have all these vivid explanations and descriptions, but you don't see any of the stuff they're talking about. You just have to imagine it's there. Again, like I said back in episode 1, the first time we encountered one of those kind of things. Just imagining it's there because they couldn't show it graphically was fine back in the Atari 2600, even in some cases the NES era of gaming. But in a game made in 2015, come on. You could have at least, like that one case where they tell you there's a waterfall. They could have at least animated the waterfall. Instead, you're just supposed to imagine that you're seeing it. Really? Imagine that you're not seeing my middle finger. Okay, that analogy didn't work, but yeah. Oh, the foes of this floor. And golden birds, I guess. Flee? Why? What, are we supposed to be afraid of these things? Is that what you're implying, game? And again, attempted comedy aside, again for the billionth time in this, well, you know, the dozenth time in this playthrough, at higher difficulty settings, it probably would be a better idea to try to avoid. But again, that's one of the reasons I'm not playing it on the higher difficulty. I hate running from enemies, especially ones that give you as much hit points as most of these foes do. Or experience points, I meant to say, not hit points. They give you as many experience points as most of these foes do. Right from the beginning on floor 1, those deer, 160, 180 experience points. Far more than any other enemy on that floor. Or the Raptor T-Rex dinos on the second floor was, what, 180? Again, far more than any other enemy on that second floor. So, yeah. Why run from all those experience points? Especially earlier in the game when you could use, you know, a few level ups before the first. Well, I guess in this game they are the boss battle, so that point is kind of moot. You don't have the first real boss until what? Chimera, I think it was, on floor 5. Yeah, that's just, you know, we already highlighted that door from the other side of it. Okay, so that's it. Dead end this way. That's as far as I go here. Loop, 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 loop. That's another one of those bird nests. No, not me. Oops. Seriously, I know I sound ages-old analogy. I know I sound like a broken record. I know I sound like an echo here. I know I'm getting repetitive and digressive, but seriously, why was it so hard for the developers to program the auto-mapping outlining here too? I mean, again, if you're actually playing it on a 3DS, you have your stylus or your fingertips, so it ain't quite as annoying, but playing it. That's another one of those. Still can't. Like I think I pointed out in the very first video of this series. Still can't believe this series existed for like what, 8 years before I even knew about it. From what, the first game originally on the DS in 2007, I think it was. Wasn't until 2015, 2016, rough guessing. Actually, yeah, it would have been like mid 2016. This version of the game had been out on the 3DS for about a year before I even knew the series existed. I only had it. And I only had my DS for a short time before it ended up getting stolen. Yeah. Silly, gullible me was a little too trusting of the people I worked with at the job I had back then. Thought I could leave it out in the open. Nobody's gonna steal it. We're all friends here, right? Yeah, some friends. I mean, they get away with it because I can't prove it was one of them. Frick, I'm not even sure which one it was, but who else would have went into the employee-only area room and saw it sitting there and but even during that short time I did have a DS, I was busy playing games like Portrait of Ruin or Dawn of Sorrow. Or Dragon Quest IX. It was only after I like I believe I said back in video 1, it was only after I completed all of the 3DS games I had at the time and was looking for new RPGs to play on the 3DS. Did like Google searches for 3DS RPGs, and Etrian Odyssey 1 remake, this remake I'm now playing, Etrian Odyssey 4 originally made for the 3DS, kept showing up on search lists. I'm like, what the hell is an Etrian Odyssey? Never heard of that franchise before. Again, by then the franchise had existed for, rough guessing, close to, if not just over 9 years. Of course, the other irony of that whole thing, like I think I said in one of the earlier videos, I know I've said on a couple YouTube video comments boards, kind of weird, Etrian Odyssey games made by third-party developers, Atlas. Well, actually, I don't think they make the games; they just release them. But yet, every one of the games has been on either the Nintendo DS or the Nintendo 3DS. Either way, a Nintendo system and a portable one at that, handheld. fact that they've always been on a Nintendo. You'd think it was a Nintendo-made franchise, but no. Oh, that's this room. I remember this room. Late game, post game, one of the, actually, yeah, it's probably post game. There's an optional side quest involving this room where you got to go through it in a specific oddball, left, 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 up, 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 right, 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 down, down, oddball pattern, where you get sent, kind of like the Lost Woods in the Zelda game, where you get sent back to the beginning if you go the wrong way. Again, that's much later in the game. Either really late into the main game or one of the post-game quests. I mean, I would lean more towards post-game since, I mean, I'm already on the 16th floor. I'm already well into the second half of the main game. Of course, one of the reasons I remember this, being completely honest and not trying to act all, you know, expert gamer kind of crap, being completely honest, the exact path you have to take through this game during that aforementioned quest, one of the few times I actually had to look up a guide because I could not figure it out. Spent, I don't remember how long, trying to figure out the way on my own, but man, since it's such a bizarro path, you know, I actually ended up looking up a... Yeah, I hate doing that because 9 times out of 10 I always feel like an idiot for not being able to figure it out on my own and actually having to look up a guide. Like, why couldn't I have thought of that myself? Of course, one of the other times that the last few years was on the 3DS version of Dragon Quest VII, on Passo's Tower, or whatever it was called in the present time. And switch where you had to, the puzzle with the 4 switches you had to step on in specific order to make the statues turn around. And, yeah. Another one of the rare times I actually ended up having to look up the solution on GameFAQs or something like it. Again, even though I hate doing that, I would rather figure it out on my own. By the way, about that, I mean, I know I made a lot of comments about that because I personally don't really care for that. Like I was just saying, I'd rather figure out the solutions to puzzles on my own. But I realize a lot of people are dependent on those guides. Why do you think there's so many of them? For pretty much any game that's ever existed has at least one guide. People today just love their internet guides. But, and to be perfectly honest with you, I probably would too, if not for the fact that I've been playing games since 1988 on the NES. And back then, even if you wanted to, there were no guides to look up what's the internet. Like I've said before, it's 1988, 1989, 1990. What the F word insert here is the internet. What are you talking about? What is this internet? Yeah. I mean, sure, there was that 1-800 number you could call, bring your parents' phone bill up to the moon, and then either get grounded or you're paying that bill, you know, that's coming out of your allowance or out of your paycheck if you had a job, you know. Most kids wouldn't have a job though, but I was already 16 by that time, so yeah. You know. It was always Nintendo Power, but they didn't cover every game that existed. Half the times, even if they did, it was only the first few levels or the first half of the game. From what I've seen, looking back at it historically on digital scans on internet sites. And again, I never had Nintendo Power at the time either, like I've said multitudes of times before, because of the 80s rock era that was still alive as well as the 80s ended and the 90s began. I had Metal Edge magazine, Kerrang magazine, Nintendo Power, no. I had copies of most of the Rat, Motley Crue, Stryper, Dokken, Twisted Sister, etc., albums. Nintendo Power magazine, no. Why do you think I was renting games instead of buying my own copies of them? Anyways, point being, in a different era, I might have been just as, inclined to quickly look up a guide as gamers are today. I would have been that way myself probably, if not for 80s, no guides to be looked up, and I got used to that. Figuring out the solution to the puzzle just became part of playing the game. Either that or you pick a different game to play. Oh yeah, this is just that little 2x2 that a couple side quests, late game or post game, will take place in. Okay, it's a 2x3, not 2x2, but still. Either late game or post game, I can't remember which. Almost done on this floor. I think this is the final stretch right here, I think. Oh, so one of those. Maybe. Open that up for a convenient shortcut from one floor to the next. Because just to the right, yeah. And again, like Portrait of Ruin with the Nest of Evil enemy gauntlet, this game actually gives you an incentive, a reason to map out 100% of the map. Well, in this game, you don't necessarily have to map. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't bother mapping out as much of each floor as I do here either, if not for the floor jump option, which I think is like, again, I think it's like 90-95% of the floor has to be mapped out for that. Granted, I've never really tested that, so I can't say for sure. Yeah. More games need to do that. You know, if they want you to map, you know, even attempt 100% map completion, they got to give you a reason to do so other than just one, you know, just completionist impulses. Gameplay wise, there's got to be a reason for you to want to do that. Like Metroid games, there's no. In fact, in Metroid games, it's more or less a deterrent because the more time you spend mapping out, you know, 100%ing the map, the less likely you are to beat the game fast enough to get the best ending anyways. Oh, Winter Wonderland. Okay. That good enough to complete that side quest?
So that's it.
What? Oh yeah, that flower. Okay, I forgot about that already. I mean, we found that pretty much as soon as we got up there, or very quickly thereafter.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
Tea? Nah, I'd rather have coffee.
That turned out pretty nice.
Okay, that should be good enough to count as the end of that
You have
side
a moment?
quest. No, what do you want? Oh, that. I keep forgetting about that option. I mean, I went on a big rant about how tedious it can be to get rid of these. I completely forgot that that was even a thing. Oops, the yoke is on me again, I guess. Guess who has egg in the face again? In fact, I got enough egg on my face you could make an omelet out of. Keep forgetting about that trading option they put in there.
Anything else you need? Later.
Hey, you guys!
Oh yeah, because I made it to the next floor.
What'll it be? Not bad. Yep.
Okay. Damn, this guy talks a lot. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Another fetch quest. Go, get a certain amount of certain items and bring them back. Only, like I've said in previous videos, in my experience it seems like as soon as you accept these kind of quests, getting those items is no longer such an easy task to accomplish. It's like the game knows, oh, you need that item for that quest, huh? Good luck. You're gonna need it.
This one, huh? Yep. one you thinking? This one, huh? Yep.
Arc branches, where do you find those? Seriously, I mean, I'm not trying to be sarcastic right now or trying to avoid spoilers. I'm being serious. I don't remember arc bread. Where do you find those at?
I'm counting on you.
Huh? What?
This one, huh? Damn.
No. Okay, I vaguely remember that. Somewhere on the 16th floor. Southern portion of it, I think. Near one, in one of the dead ends or something. Dude! Seriously, you talk too much. Ooh, I hate this guy sometimes.
Good luck. Well, I'm counting on you.
Oh, everyone!
Okay, I think I can get all those items now. Century shells, those are from those tortoises, plum quills.
Oh, of course! I'll take those.
In these cases, since it's a quest that involves her, you collect them and then sell them. So, whereas other fetch quests, if it involves Cass, or most of the times you don't want to sell them because you need them to actually consider the quest completed. But again, if it's a quest issued by her specifically, then yeah, the idea is to sell them to her. So again, normally you'd want to keep those century shells since they're part of the quest, but again, now I'm going around in circles and making myself look like a chump.
I'll take good care of them.
Executor.
I'll take good care of them.
Oh. Yeah. Executor. Yeah. How did that line go? Put them in the Iron Maiden. Cool. Execute them. Bogus. Yeah. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The only halfway decent movie in that entire trilogy. Parts 2 and 3 should have never been made, but you know Hollywood, they get a somewhat decent idea and they gotta milk it to the extreme. 'Tis Hollywood, the Hollywood way. They can't leave it well enough alone. Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel Comics, Avengers, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man. They can't just leave well enough alone. They get a good idea and they gotta milk it to the point of cottage cheese. Tis the Hollywood way. We can't come up with any new original ideas. We'll just continually bilk the ones that are already there. Alright.
Welcome. Good night, then. The guest book is here. Is there anything else you...
Nope,
Good
that'll do
luck.
it. And likewise, that'll do it for this video. One floor down. Many to go yet, but anyways, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.